Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Red Wolves will kick it away first. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Clark wants to throw. Got a man. It's Robinson. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Runs out, fourth down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So Arkansas State's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
And the Red Wolves with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Burris. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The Red Wolves come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchup and go get him.
And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keep for man, it's Rayner. Snagged out of the air. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Red Wolves are on the move. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rucker. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll go back to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And the quarterback knew that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rucker. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Red Wolves trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. That's a fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Sets up the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Trying to pound it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Smashes in between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Clark to fire. Here comes the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll go to the ground. He just refused to go down, kept finding space, and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. The Bears will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. He's got the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cobb. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot, work in the middle of the field, and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Clark wants to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
And the Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Going with the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Rucker. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Burris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Burris. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Rucker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Burris. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Cross. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. To the air. It's Rayner. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They give it to him again. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Bears will punt it away on fourth down. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Quick release by the QB. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And the Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Gets it to the back. Spinderella. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Spurris. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Clark to fire. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this. We're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Grab behind the line. It's Lawrence. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Burris.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Inside the 50. Got enough space. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback. But how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Bear offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, This offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Bears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Off the play fake on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Quick completion on the out route. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Looking for space. It's Clay. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Red Bulls. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
on defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
At the 40-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Clark wants to throw. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it behind the line. It's Green. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rayner. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Got a man. It's Rucker. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Burris. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Cross. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Red Wolves have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for room, it's Clay. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rucker. At the 45 on his way. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The short hands, it's Rucker. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Trying play action. He's got his man across the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it, looking for the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Clark to fire. Gets it out quickly. Here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Bears will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burris. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It'll be third and long. Back to pass. It's Rayner. That's caught. It's Cobb. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Fourth down coming up.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Give to the back. Slithers into space. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
From the gun, the ground game. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The kick is on its way. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. The Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to the ground with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Red Wolves will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. And that one did not work.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Clark wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Oh, what a cut. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Clark to fire. And it's incomplete on third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Missouri State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And it's up and good. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Clay. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's a draw. He was able to get it out to the 17-yard line, but a 4th down is coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Clark wants to throw. Fakes to grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got his man just outside the red zone. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Missouri State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Little. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much worse as the defender was right there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Clark to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
The Bears are marching down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Lawrence. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Little. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Summers. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Under fire. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Clark wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Hand off from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Grab behind the line. It's Burris. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Leaves it with the running back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Red Wolves will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A low line drive and not his best work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Clark to fire. Using the quick game.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Clark wants to throw. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.